Okay.
Start in 3, 2, 1, go.
So
You should do all
this
your
is
intros like that.
I have even better. Did you see? Like it's Sean saying mashallah.
Mashallah. Okay, I checked that episode. Salon.
That's
Chitori.
Salon. Okay, guys.
MashaAllah.
Hi guys, this is Becoming Public, and this is how we're figuring out how to find your own true voice. And today we have really cool guest,
I can't wait.
and this is Abs.
Where is the guest? Oh, I'm the guest.
Yes,
How are
you are
you?
the guest. I'm
Hi,
good. How
Eva.
about you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, I
And-
like what you did with the place.
Yeah, I'm.
How
built
did
it
you know blue was
myself.
my favorite color?
Your wife?
Yeah, okay. It really matches my Candora.
Everything matches your kandura.
That's true, whether we like it or not.
You know, in UAE, everything built to match your kandura.
You know, that is not my Candora, it's everyone's Candora, but yeah. Enough about my clothes. Let's talk about whatever
Okay.
you want to talk about.
Let's come back to the story. Abs, you have really interesting story because you're still working as a dentist.
Yeah, yes.
It's like, let's say, regular job that people have on everyday basis.
Mhm.
But you have a dream, and this dream is bigger than you. This craving of comedy, craving of the stage. And I want you to tell me a little more about it. How did you find this in yourself that like, this is what I want to do?
I was lucky to be able to like decide what I wanted when I was young. I don't know if you guys have this in your culture, but we have this Arab, oh, you have to be doctor, lawyer, engineer. So you only have 3 choices in your life. So when I was 15, I was like, I want to be doctor. And then my uncle is like, don't be doctor. I am dentist. And you can help people through dentistry and you make good money. I was like, good money and help people? Of course. So I decided at 15 I wanted to do that. But before that, when I was 13, I wanted to do comedy. I just didn't know it had a name. I didn't know there was something called stand-up comedy. I just wanted to make people laugh.
When you figured out what stand-up is,
Yeah.
which show you watched, or who was the first person that you watched and you like, this is what I want to do?
So the first person I saw when I was 13, we were growing up in Dubai. This was 2003. They had these things called network cafes. So it's a place where you go like play Counter-Strike or some other video games. And then I was bored. Go ahead.
Loser.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But it was the cheapest way to spend like 5 dirhams. You would sit at a computer for an hour, you know.
Mhm.
And when you have an allowance of like 25 dirhams, 50 dirhams, and cinema tickets used to cost like 30. So it's like I can't go to the cinema this week, but if I put 5 dirhams to the side, next week I can go cinema. And I don't know why I became Persian or whatever this was. And then it has nothing to do with the current situation. Anyways.
Okay, breathe in, breathe out. I just asked you before the show if you're getting nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just like to critique myself because if I don't critique myself, these people will critique me later. So I'm doing the comments for you live. They're going to write this in the comments and they go, why did he do the Iranian accent? But anyways.
This
So
is a very interesting point. We will touch it later.
we will touch the point later. Touch the point only. But yeah, so the network cafes, they were like a cheap way for you as a teenager to spend your money, and it was safe as well. So playing video games, I was bored of video games, and then there was like this option. There's like anime, movies, and then there was something called comedy. So I selected comedy, and it was like Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly. I'm like, what is this? Like, I've never heard of this movie. Who's Dave Chappelle? Click, and it's like loud rap music in the beginning. I'm like, okay, DMX. I like DMX. Okay, what's going on? And then a guy gets on stage. Everyone's clapping for him. I'm like, why are they clapping for him? Who is he? And then he's just like saying things and people laugh. So I was like, okay, now it's just the beginning. Like, they're going to stop laughing. And then he kept saying stuff and people kept laughing. And this happened for like 15 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, this is a thing that people do. So I saw then Eddie Murphy. And then I was like, okay. I was like, what is this, like comedy on stage? What is it called? And it's like stand-up comedy. So at like 13, 14, I discovered that. And then I was like, this is what I want to do. But I couldn't do it in Dubai because 2003, 2004, we only had one comedy club, but it was all like 21 and above. It was called the Laughter Factory, and they're still doing it. but they're very British type of comedy. So I imagine like a 13-year-old Emirati, no facial hair. Hi, can I please? I want to do joke and I hold the microphone, and my English good while I'm in. Sorry, I gave you more information than you needed.
No, it's all right. I
Okay.
will cut it out.
Thanks.
I know. From
This podcast is 600 minutes long, but actually,
we will leave 6.
Thanks.
I noticed that you mentioned that actually what you were attracted to those videos. You said it was laughter of people. So
Yeah.
you were attracted to the reaction of people, not to the actual comedy, or what exactly was going on inside and your head and your heart when you were watching?
It's like I think the first time you watch stand-up comedy or comedy, the first time you watch stand-up comedy, we'll talk about other comedies maybe later, as like kind of shock, but also like this feeling of like I don't know how to explain it, but like you have this like, wow, this is nice. What is this? It's like probably having like ice cream the first time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh my God. You pause, you go, oh my God, like, is this, wow, what is this? This is nice. I want more. So, bliss maybe is a word I'll use. But yeah, it was a very interesting awakening. Awakening, yeah.
I'm happy that your awakening happened at 13 years old. For a lot of people, awakening happening after 30s. So my congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I honestly didn't realize like how difficult it is to be like, you know, when you finish high school, you're like 17, 18, and it's like go to university and study something, and then this is the rest of your life. And I'm like, but when you're like 13, 14, you don't think that far ahead. Even 18, you don't think like, oh, I'm going to go study marketing or I'm going to study computer science. And it's like, yeah, you're going to graduate 21, 22, and then you're expected to do that for the next 30 years. Like, imagine. If someone told me that at 13, I'd be like, I don't want to grow up anymore. I don't want to do anything. I want to cry. But yeah, I just was like, okay, I want to do this. And dentistry, I was like, I want to do dentistry. Yeah.
So now you're the funniest dentist in the region.
Yeah, I hope in the world. But I hope eventually I can leave the dentistry part and just become funny.
Good that you touched this point.
I touched the point.
Regarding this, like, what exactly keeping you right now in this dentistry profession?
I
To
love...
switch to comedy completely.
He's laughing, he knows. we,
You're alive?
We have a live audience here. Money, really. It's not like it's gonna sound like a...
No, but I'm really grateful for honesty. You can
Yeah.
be as open as
No,
possible.
it's money, and it's like, I mean, there's a fulfilling part of doing dentistry. Like I could do another job and make money, but like dentistry is something I do enjoy, and it pays well. But like if comedy was making more money, then yeah, comedy to me is more important because it's I don't think of it as a selfish job. You know, like I'm making people laugh. There's a part of it that I enjoy. There's a selfish part to everything, and then there's a selfless part. And the selfless part of comedy is obviously people laughing. And the selfish part is the gratification. But you can't do it for free, you know, you have responsibilities. You can't like tell your landlord jokes and be like, okay, you can stay one more year here. Don't worry about rent. That was a great joke. You know, so I have to finance my Emirati lifestyle somehow, you know, this Omega Swatch. Which is really a swatch, but anyways, it's plastic, but good, you know.
So stability is a big thing for you.
Stability is a way better word than money. I should have said stability.
No,
Yes.
no worries. We will figure it out during the
Yeah, you know, I should hire you to like edit my words.
No, okay.
But you're like, you could be honest, and then I will fix it for you. Like, thanks.
No, it's just I do understand what you're going through. I do understand how it feels to make the step forward and feel not certain.
It's true. But I think the thing in life is nothing is certain. I know this. Deep down inside, I know I've been through so much therapy and so much like self-awareness that, you know, really nothing is in your control. And then if you believe in God or a higher being, then you know that this higher being is taking care of you as well, if you think of it that way, and guiding you. But still, deep down inside, even though I know all this, I'm still like, no, I can't just like quit my job and do comedy full time, you know, because probably you're gonna touch this point, is I I don't believe in myself as much as I should, you know, and it's weird because only now, after doing comedy, maybe what is it? I started 17, 18. I'm 35, almost like 15 years, because I took 2 years break later, which we can touch that point later as well. So many points to touch. But yeah, doing it for 15 years and doing it, I would say, quite well. I'm still like, yeah, I don't know, like, if I can do this full time, like, you know, it's I think the stability, the money part is really the main concern. Like, if there was money there, I'd be like, yeah, I'll just do comedy, have fun. Who cares? Like, it's like being a professional athlete. It's like they play football. They love playing football. They're never thinking like, what am I gonna do after 35? I can't play football anymore. I don't know why they're Arab again. I don't know what to do. They're deaf now.
By the way, a lot of people, not only in this region but around the world, and not only Emiratis, who would like to do something else, but stability at work keeping them from their dream.
Yeah.
So there is a reflection in society in general, that like what's important and what I love to do won't bring that much money as it has to. And I also believe that for artists, it's also a big thing. They don't believe that they can make money on their art. And
Yes.
this is, I already like think this is more of belief system that holding them, and fear that holding them from fully being involved and invest in something they love.
Yeah.
So how you would call your fear if it would be one word?
Oh wow, this is like a deep question already, and we're already in minute 5. I mean, sorry, minute 772, but we cut it. How would I describe my fear? Like a big hole, I would say. I don't know if I could use that word, but like a hole. Because the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Rather than like thinking about getting out of the hole, I'm thinking about how deep is the hole, how dark is the hole, you know, who else is in the hole, am I bringing someone else with me in the hole? I know there's so many jokes that you could do about holes right now, but
let's leave it.
But let's leave it.
Let's leave it halal.
No, we're keeping it halal, but whenever I say something serious, I have to cover it with a joke. That's why, and that's how I cover the hole, with a joke. But you know, it's funny, you're talking about artists. Like, there's a saying that says, artists do what they want and scientists do what they need, or what they need to do. But really, I believe artists do what they need to do. And you're talking about like how society, like people are doing stuff in society, but they don't feel fulfilled and they want to do something else. I believe some of those people don't know what that other thing is. You know, they don't have that. They haven't been fortunate enough to discover what they want to do. I mean, you said I was lucky. I feel like I'm in a therapy session. Doc, you said I was lucky that I was 13, that I could do comedy.
But I believe that luck is not just coming from God, that like is an opportunity. The luck is just your preparation, like you prepared for the moment when you will have opportunity. Opportunity is coming every day, and not like people not noticing it.
Yes, that's true. They're not noticing it. That's a very good point. You have to be aware.
Yes.
To receive the opportunity. And
use it.
Which is a good thing about a lot of comedians. Like, a lot of comedians will say yes and then say no later. But then sometimes they regret saying yes. So that's why like comedians are the worst people to make plans with. Because they say yes to everything and then they freak out and they're like, I don't have time for myself. I just want to sleep. I'm going to shut off my phone for like a week. You know, they just shut down. But I think overthinking things sometimes is like the barrier to achieving things, you know?
Regarding like looping your thoughts in one, let's say, scenario that like something worse can happen, and right now is good enough. Why I would do something that can get me out of my comfort zone. It's not certain. I don't know what I'm doing, but I cannot live like I was living before. And this is coming from the point, like I already cannot. The fuel that was helping me to drive my car so far, as someone who, like my family, would expect me to see how my friends would appreciate and respect me more, and loved ones, and the fuel is gone, and you feel I stuck, like what's next?
Yeah.
So, and it's very interesting that for this, no matter what you decide to do, it's to find your voice.
Like, we can't tell everyone to be like, hey, it's good that you're, let's say, bag checking, or you're doing, I don't know, groceries, but you should really follow your dream. It's like, no, we need those people who are doing the bags and are like working these jobs that some people are like, I could never do that job. You need those people as well. And if they want to follow their dreams, I mean, that's also important. But if we tell all of society, be like, follow your dreams, nothing is going to get accomplished. But that being said, as an artist, if you're gifted, it's a gift. It really is a gift from God as well. It's not like a gift. No one came to you and it's like, here you go. You can be now a very good therapist that touches points and really makes someone understand more about themselves. It's just a gift that you have within that you should, I think, ideally share.
I actually seen on Instagram right now, she's becoming as influencer girl. She is noon driver.
Show me a dancing step.
And
Yes, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's a mom, I think, as well. Yeah, she's like a African lady.
Yeah, African lady,
she's
like
amazing.
she is dancing, and
I love
she's
it.
saying that this is the best job ever. She loves it. She
Yeah.
truly enjoys it, and she's just talking about it out loud. This is like, I truly enjoy it. I was working in corporate or as a producer, and it's kind of like I supposed to love it, but there's like certain things that like my soul was so disagree with it. Like I couldn't go with that far. In life, I still believe there is your place at a certain time and level. So I don't think people were just like pursuing my dream, because for someone, they think that their dream to do not do anything and just have passive income.
Wallah, my baba, he give me allowance, and now I live my dream. What's your dream? Sleeping.
But then we know those people.
Yeah.
They finding a way of purpose in life. We need this purpose in life.
Yeah.
This is what giving us energy. This is what giving us the will to do something.
True.
This is what making us feel that we're alive.
Yeah.
So I believe that as soon you find your true voice, like totally switch and be something you want. Just like, this is my decision. This is like, I'm fully investing in this right now, and I'm going with it. And like, very interesting to talk to you right now here, because I think a lot of people in transition phase.
Yeah, I'm still in transition phase.
We do understand what we want. Me too. I'm
Yeah.
also in transition phase.
Yeah.
We do understand what we want, but there is but.
Yeah.
And for you, for now, as you're saying, it's stability.
Mm.
Money.
Yeah, when you say stability, we'll dub money.
Yes.
And then when I say money, you say stability on top.
Yay.
Yeah.
And for me, it's more of, I'm interviewing people because I'm curious. I'm finding my true voice. I'm finding like what I would like to do, and instead of just talking to people one-on-one and just like, oh, tell me like, how did you find what you love to do? How did you figure out what you're enjoying? I'm like, I will make a show about it.
Yeah, great idea.
I'll just start sharing those people who already succeed, especially in the public eye, and I think that you did as well.
Thank
you. Yeah, even that you're in this transition phase, you already have something to show that people reacting to what you're doing. People see that, yeah, this is true thing that you have to do. So you see this feedback. This is not only joyful for you, but also for people who's listening to you.
Well, I think it's a good idea that you did the show, because you are using your gift to benefit society. So you're step 2.
Let's see what it is.
Of my 3-step plan that I just came up on this podcast. Follow me for a course, subscribe, I don't know, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
What kind of course?
No course. I have just food. 3-course meal. But I wanted to say the fact that we're talking about gifts. So if someone discovers their gift, or how would you advise someone to discover their gift if they have one? So for example, this Noon lady, she, from what I see, and the other waiter, is from within. Like they're convinced from within. Like she enjoys her job. I've worked a job where they tell me, oh, you're not doing good at your job. And then I have my patients come to me and they're like, we really like you. We're so happy you are our dentist. I only want to see you. So then you get this contrast of like, oh, here's the company saying that I suck. And then here's the people that I'm dealing with and they say, oh, you're amazing. So what I learned, and maybe you can add to it, is that the definition of success or your gift comes from within. So I don't know if you can add to that for whoever's listening. Maybe someone's like, okay, how do I find my gift? Do I just sit down and drink matcha and do Pilates and hum?
Good question. I think actions. Actions towards something you want and feel that will be right thing to do. Like, for example, it's a Noon lady.
Yeah.
She is talking.
You should have her on the podcast.
I will actually.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah,
will.
you should.
She is talking about.
She'll come, she'll be like, I saw the podcast that you guys did and you were talking out of your behinds. Let me tell you the truth.
I'm actually a little bit afraid of her because she will shine so bright
Yeah.
that I think I won't have even an opportunity to say a word.
It'd be funny because then she comes, she goes, I saw the episode and that guy, he did an impersonation. Actually, this is my real accent. And I cannot fathom that he tried to do such a horrible accent of me. But anyway, sorry, you're saying it.
So coming back to her,
Yeah.
that she is telling this is like the best job in her life, but she is not afraid to show it publicly. She's not
Yes.
ashamed. She's like, this is the best thing, and people like, bravo, we appreciate you. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. So this is also coming to the point of a lot of people afraid to show their passion publicly. A lot of people afraid that it will be negative comments. Like, you have your defense mechanism as like saying jokes and saying some unpleasant things about yourself before someone would say it to you. So everyone has this defense system, as I have it too, which I'm making steps to overcome it. And like, also I'm very curious of asking my guests, how did they do that? So I believe people who are already showing their gift publicly, people who already like sure what they want to do, and how they dealing with someone's opinion when it's not aligned with what they would like to see. So let's call it shortly hate.
Yeah, hate. Yeah.
So how do you deal with hate?
It's a good question, but I want to ask you a question before I forget. Is you're saying you're trying to overcome why are you trying to overcome are you trying to overcome your defense mechanism, or you're trying to overcome the hate?
My walls. So we were talking about cultural points. Some point.
Touch that point.
I'll touch this point.
Now we're going to touch the cultural point.
So in my culture, it's just be shy, be humble, especially with my generation.
Okay.
If you don't have anything to say nothing.
Wow.
It's a basically thing, especially for women. I don't know why, like, as women we're like, not repressed, but in the way of just like putting in the corners, just like, better shut up, better look as you are an introvert, then you would look stupid.
Yeah.
So this fear of just saying a word, like sometimes, like I can start crying because I said a word. I can start crying because, oh my God, I
crossed that line.
Yes, I crossed that line. And for me, as this podcast right now, interviews.
You crossed like 7 lines.
Yeah, it's a therapy at the same time.
You climbed 9 walls.
It is.
And you broke 5 doors on the way.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because you were driving. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So.
It's a bad joke.
You know what I do?
Got it. Like a surgeon. No, it's interesting you say that. I think it's a lot of women in a lot of cultures. Even like Middle Eastern culture, it's a lot of like, no, you cannot run like before. You are woo-woo-woo-y. People will say, what's your daughter too much woo-wee-woo-y? She must, شوية, relax. I think a lot of the Arab mentality was like, yeah, it's no problem. They're playing with boys, no problem, until they're 10. And then they have to change their life. It's like you have a certain, imagine like you have characteristics, you're growing up, you're discovering yourself, and then by 10 or 11 they go, no, different now, change, remix it. Whereas the guys in a lot of cultures are still allowed to be guys. It's like, yeah, okay, kick him in the butt or like throw a ball on his face, that's fine. But girls, I don't know, from a girl's experience, type your experiences in the comment and let us know. I read all the comments. So that was my question to you is, okay, you had this culture of shyness that you had to overcome. When did you overcome it?
I'm still in process of doing this.
When was the first step of you? Like
First step was first...
when did you go, woo?
Actually, let's say I felt it in November more. I was
November
always,
like 2025?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
So that's like 4 months ago.
Yeah, I felt...
And if you know math, it's actually 3 months ago.
And if you know math, it's actually 4 months ago.
Good. Just making sure people are listening.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Good that
Number
you tracked them
number
down.
game. I'm smart, wallah.
Well,
Anyways, yeah. November you discovered it.
yeah.
What happened?
I always felt like, oh, I'm probably an introvert.
Oh.
I'm probably an introvert. I'm like, I will be just shy. I won't speak to people much. I would love only to hanging out people who I know already, who already know my character, which I can relax. And then what if I will just question myself here? What if I'm not? What if actually it's like something I come up in my head just to make myself feel comfortable? And when I questioned it, answer came. I just like, I'll do things that I didn't used to do. I'll go out with people I don't know much. I will talk something even if it in my head it sounds stupid. I stop overthinking my like words when I start talking. And actually, and I realized that in 1 month, only in 1 month that year, like I already got so many friends that like probably I was collecting like in 4 years here,
Wow.
I just got in 1 month much more and quality friendship.
Good.
Even like in a short time. So this was the moment when I'm like, okay, so if I'm not that what I'm thinking, let's go further and learn a little bit more. Like, so podcast now.
Interesting. So you explored something that could have been uncomfortable, and then you found comfort in the uncomfortable.
Kind of, yeah. It was difficult at the beginning, but now it seems like, I finally can be just me, but around people which I don't know or I know, but I can be me. And this is beautiful thing. I still think I'm in process, and this transition phase, still I have a feeling that it's still ongoing. But we were talking about success before, and I think success is your inner feeling of, yes, I did it. I think no one can tell you, did you succeed, or you did not, until you just feel it. Because you can be in the best position ever, you can be CEO of company, and you will feel like shit.
Yeah.
And you won't
I
feel...
know, I used to be CEO of a company.
No, you're like a great dentist, respected, with a great salary and a lot of benefits. And right now you're a comedian, Emirati comedian.
I thought you were going to give my Emirates ID out there. You're like, it's just, mashallah, mashallah, brother. Tomorrow, no job. Yeah, it's good to have a definition. I think a lot of people struggle with finding a definition. Like with stand-up comedy, I remember in the beginning, it's like, oh, I want to tour America. I got to tour America, and then that means I'm gonna be the first comedian from the Middle East to go to America Actually, Namar Abu Nassar is the first comedian, but then I'll be like, I'll be the second comedian, and I'm gonna be successful. And then I went to America, and I did like a few shows. I did the Laugh Factory, and I did the Comedy Store. And I rub it in your face, wallah. And actually, Comedy Store was so horrible. I did 5 minutes, and it was like a comedy potluck. It was like 14 comedians, and it was like you finish your fight, next. But I remember I did that, and I met comedians in America, and I thought they were successful. At the time, they had like 200,000 followers, 150,000 followers, big on TikTok. And then I remember one guy's like, yeah, I quit my job. I'm going to do comedy full time. I'm like, good on you. He's living the dream. This guy's success. This is my success. He's living my success. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty difficult because, I have, they call it food stamps in America. So he can't even buy food. He has to like get food from a food bank. And it's like, yeah, my medical insurance, expired. And now I'm going to get like a lower insurance, but I still get therapy. I don't want to do this. I'm like, this is success? I don't want to live in my car. Like, I've done there were hard times in Dubai. I've already done them. I know someone's like, hard times in Dubai, really?
For Emirati?
Yeah, exactly. No, but there were moments I slept in my car. Like, I remember I did the show in Dubai for the comedy festival, and I got to hang out with these successful American comedians. In my eyes, I thought they were successful, but they also struggle. They struggle hard. And we stayed up till like 4 a.m. I drove to Abu Dhabi at 6 a.m. and my first patient was at 7 a.m. So I parked the car, slept in my car, set the alarm, boop, punched in, and then I had the root canal like at 9. I was like, this poor patient that I have to do root canal. If only they knew I slept 1 hour. And it was the root canal was successful. They're fine. They're alive. But the point is like, I learned to define success for myself, but it took a long time. It took me almost like 8-9 years.
How the success looks to you right now?
To me, success is doing a show and making people laugh. Like, it's a very simple, general, kind of generic. Did you do a show? Yes. Did people laugh? Yes. Okay, done. That's successful. And to add, like, a bonus would be, did you have fun? Did abs have fun? That's an extra bonus, Because, as an artist, not just as a comedian, all artists are very critical about themselves. Anything they put out there, they don't think it's the final format, maybe you with your podcast, you're like, this is a great podcast, but the editing, I need to edit, and then you sit there and you edit and edit and edit and edit and edit for like days, and then you post it, you're like, yeah, but I should have edited, he did the noise, I should have left the noise or whatever, I don't know. As if I know you, I'm like talking.
No, it's true. It's true. While I'm editing, it's like never good enough, and even like some content that I'm doing is also always you look at it and like, this is cringe.
Yeah.
Like this is such a cringe, and then you post in it and like someone still like it, and you're like, okay,
yeah,
fine. Like, why in my head, when I was thinking about that I'll do that, it seemed fine. But then I did it, and I'm looking at myself, and I'm like criticizing myself.
The worst is if you think something is great, you're like, this is amazing. And then you post it, and there's no reactions. Then you're like, it is cringe.
Okay, what of your content that you posted was like surprisingly good for you? That you actually didn't expect it at all?
A lot of my faceless content, I think, there's something on a trip in London. I was like filming, and I was just like filming a boat, and I was just talking, and then suddenly I did the Donald Trump impersonation. I'm like, this sucks. I posted it, and I had it for like months. I didn't post it, and I posted it. It got like 300,000 views. I'm like, okay. Then there was the shark. There's the shark. And I'm getting signals of like spinning. Oh yeah, the kebab. There's this octopus kebab. Someone was filming me. I'm not going to give them the credit. And they were filming me with this octopus kebab. And I was like, they were like, you should do something about the octopus kebab. I'm like, what am I going to do about it? It sucks. Octopus kebab, shawarma. No one wants this. Like, no one wants to see this. It's disgusting. There's nothing to do. So they're like, okay, I'll film you. And I was like, okay, fine. Pointed to the thing angry. And I'm like, I just did faces, and then a bit with the editing, put like a sound effect like, and then it went to 2 million. But the guy also, the thing that helped to make it 2 million is because one, my wife pushed me to film it, but two, is that the person who owned the company reposted it. So he had a large following. Yeah, but also the talent. Yeah, it was funny. Anyways, I'm gonna give myself the credit. It was funny.
You even talking about it, you already feel a little bit
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And like,
I'm just
let's
like,
not
yeah, I don't wanna talk about
me
it,
and
yeah.
my content. I don't
Well, my
want
success. Well, you know, my success speaks volumes. The numbers speak for themselves, and I have 100,000. I have a blue tick.
I don't know why I became like some New York.
No, but you're well known as
Mashugana.
first Emirati comedian, actually. So
I am.
you don't know about it, but people know you and like.
Yeah,
you
but
have-
being the first Emirati comedian ever, it's so like, I can be the first, I don't know, podcast studio designer. You know, there's no Emirati guy who does podcast design. I could go lay bricks. The first Emirati bricklayer, the first Emirati table smoother. I don't know. If
No,
there's-
you're underestimating it. It's like it's a lot. It's already like you can put it as something on your
On my
whole as
CV.
well.
Yeah, my CV.
Instead of
Look,
joke.
first, who accompany me? I am CEO of my company.
No, but this is actually you think that it's nothing, but it's actually a lot. So it's a first step, and some young guys who also finding themselves enjoying comedy right now, looking at you are like, oh, maybe I don't need to be engineer, doctor. So they already see something in you, and someone will like, you know, after the most difficult to make a step where no one did before.
I'm only laughing because you're like, they don't need to be an engineer or a doctor. It's like in the middle of an operation. Boop! Boop! I don't need this. I'm going to do comedy. Doctor, wait, help me with my heart transplant. You should be sleeping. And that's why I should be a comedian, because I didn't give you the anesthesia properly. I'm out.
It's
Like,
a great ad.
yeah, for what?
For
Don't
pursuing
come to
your
my
dream.
hospital. Pom, 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 pom. Come to my comedy show.
Should we film this?
Sure, because
As
I don't
an
do
ad?
heart surgery. I'm a dentist.
No, I'm honestly, no, I'm honestly just pushing. Also, I don't feel it as a mission, but I'm honestly cheering up for people who's decided to pursue their dreams.
Yeah, explore it. I think you should owe to yourself to explore it. At least explore it. And by exploring it, I don't mean like, oh, I did comedy once, for example. Like I did comedy once, and it was nice, but I don't. It's not for me. Like I don't think you could really judge the result from a one-off thing. You know, it should be like a bit of. You should give yourself like a schedule or like a timeline. Not a schedule. Give yourself a timeline, and then discover yourself. And then you go, okay, I enjoyed it, but this is as far as it goes. I'm glad I did it, or I enjoyed it. I'm gonna pursue it a bit more. How can I fit it into my life? You know. But going back to you becoming extroverted, did you feel like when you started discovering yourself or expressing yourself, let's say,
Expressing, yeah.
expressing yourself, do you feel like some people reacted to you negatively, like, oh Yeva, you changed, oh Yeva, who's this Yeva?
I think
I
not.
miss the old Yeva. Where's the old Yeva?
The one that sat in the corner and then whoop whoop whoop.
I was lucky enough to let go of some of my past people who seen me in a different way. I think if they watched some of podcast and just seeing me talking, they were shocked because all I could say that time it was.
Oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? What? Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, that was the version of me.
Yeah.
That
Eva. It's actually Eva, but you can call me Eva. It's fine.
But funny enough, I was trying to look confident with that. But how can you be confident when you're not yourself fully? I think confidence also coming from when you like can expose, when you can just talk, when you can show who you are. This is the confidence coming with it.
Yeah.
So it's you cannot just divide it and show like, no, I'm actually not like that. I cannot look confident and do not show myself at the same time.
Yeah, but some people are not comfortable with themselves, and that's a deeper topic, which is, I think, what I've learned. One part of it is they don't know themselves. That's why they're uncomfortable, and then they're uncomfortable to learn about themselves, and then they're uncomfortable to express themselves. So there's the layers to this discomfort, right? It's like, it's a brave thing that you did to decide to do what you do in November. You know, it's like also like you're shifting your whole mental sphere. Like, oh, the Yeva that was, I don't know, 20 years ago, there was still a part of it there that was like, I want to come out. I want to come out. And it just like sat there quietly. But then there's also 20 years of Yeva where you were just being a different Yeva. It could easily be like, you know, at one point you go like, which one am I? Like you have this sort of, I don't know, not bipolar, schizophrenic moment. You're like, am I this Yeva or am I the Yeva from 20, you know?
I heard the point, it's a really funny one, that the point of therapy is to become yourself at 8th grade, like because it was the most purest form of you.
Oh.
And that was actually like, I felt that for me it's related.
No.
Like I felt the most open, the most myself when I was in this teenage phase. And then some stuff was coming up and changing me and forming me and putting me in a box of like I have to be careful to not say something here. I have to be careful to not look weird, to not look stupid. The most important, do not look stupid and weird.
Yeah.
And then but what if I am stupid and
But
weird?
everyone is weird.
Yeah,
The
some
problem
of
is
people-
everyone is weird, but they hide the weirdness.
Some of people making their content on stupidity.
Yeah.
So this is the point. Like you can
His
be
name's Sean. I'm kidding. Sean is here. That's why I'm saying this.
I had other name in my head, but I will invite him.
And then still people be
say
like,
that
who's
he-
Sean? My parents are divorced. I'm sorry. No. That's not the point. They are, but also I'm divorced. And but that's a different point.
Okay, like I you know, I feel that our
Now I'm sad. Now I want ice cream. Sorry, I'm
we
sorry.
will have ice cream.
I'm
Don't
sorry, I'm
worry.
sorry.
Iftar
You're
is
saying-
soon.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
I also wanted to touch a little bit of topic at the moment that's happening
Touch
right
that
now.
point, girl.
Yay! That I need to see how I can change this phrase into something
Okay.
else. Events that are happening right now in the Middle East and especially in the UAE.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to speculate on that and go out and tell something just for seeking attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes not true. And this kind of bothering me at this moment, as like you can find different way of expressing yourself. You can find better way to be useful to people than only just to get attention at this moment with your nagging and just of like victimizing yourself that something horrible happened. By the way, guys, we are good, we are safe. No one is paying us to say it. we're
Yeah.
really happy to be in a safe country.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So
We're gonna go eat after this. Outdoors.
imagine.
I think. I don't know. We haven't actually decided. We decided on one place and then
I think outdoors.
change,
I
okay.
think outdoors. Just to
Okay.
prove everyone that it's safe.
we're gonna film it after so you can see.
So for me, like, what do you think about it? And did you try to jump on this trend?
Look, some of the people who posted stuff was very supportive and positive, and it's not just from the Emiratis, it's from the residents. And actually, one of the videos I watched, the guy called them a resident, which I like that term instead of calling them an expat, because a lot of the people, you know, spent 10, 15, 20 years here, you know. So are we still going to call them expats, like to make them feel like they're foreign and weird? No, they're part of the UAE, right? So I like those videos from the locals and the residents. There were a lot of videos where it's like, okay, let's talk about the current trend and let me, like, I don't know, either cause fear or anxiety intentionally or unintentionally, you know. And though I can't blame the people who did it unintentionally, because maybe they had a pure intention, but the people who did it intentionally, like, that was why? Like, I don't understand why, you know. Like, there's two ways of looking at life as a lens, right? I can be upset at someone because they're either ignorant or they're arrogant. And if they're ignorant, then I can't blame them because they don't know. But if they're arrogant, then they don't have an excuse, you know. And it's the same thing with these content creators. Are they doing this like type of content out of ignorance? Or are they doing it out of arrogance? You know, or maybe in a different category, are they just doing it to be relevant, or are they doing it because they actually care? You know,
Sure.
are they trying to provide value, or are they just trying to be seen?
Um,
But I didn't jump. I didn't do a video. I didn't do a video because I felt like I had no value to give.
I think you do, and I think everyone who has some, at least 100 followers who is watching them, it's already can put like peace in their heart of like, oh, one more person who is okay. So many people was just like spreading this panic for no reason, just for attention. And I see that it is attention-seeking people.
Yeah,
It
even
is,
the news do it.
news are horrible.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just taking videos of content creators without permission, editing them,
yeah, you were saying
putting
that.
AI stuff
Yeah.
as something horrible happening while we're just walking on the street. Kids are running happily.
That's fake news. They were just doing a lot of fake news. I don't like what they were doing.
My favorite is like when my relatives calling me and telling me that I'm not okay. I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
No, don't lie. Don't,
Yeah.
Like, if they asking you to, why? I'm
Yeah.
just like, my word is not enough that I'm good, I'm happy. No, they would believe something that was shown on screen. And
Yeah.
of course, people who is like showing constantly, that's something not okay. Burj Khalifa is, something happened. There's
And nothing
explosion,
happened to
and
Burj Khalifa.
Nothing's happened. Everything
Yeah.
is fine. I just made few videos when I showed that like, I'm grateful that I'm surrounded by peace and
Yeah.
residents for whom it's home.
Yeah.
So I would call expats, it's people who left, who just came here to make money and leave eventually.
Yeah.
And people who stayed, I'm like, I
They're
love
the
this
residents,
country, I
yeah.
feel safe. This is residents.
Yeah. And
Passports.
Yay, golden visa.
but the residents, like, bless them. I think they also realize, like, okay, we trust the government. We see the locals. We see everyone. We see other people around us are like chill. We've been through COVID. We've been through other, you know, scenarios, like financial crisis. Whoever was here before by 2008, and things were fine, you know. And yeah, there were problems, but the problems you didn't feel as a person. It's so like I remember the financial crisis 2008. I was 18, you know, and it's like the financial crisis. It's a big deal. Yeah, I'm an 18-year-old. I'm studying in New Zealand, but I never knew anyone personally who was affected. I'm sure there were a lot of people who were affected, and now they moved on. Like it's been 20 years. Like even within 2-3 years they moved on. I'm sure life got better for them. But I just like they were making a big deal like Dubai stops construction, 2000 crisis. Oh, it's gonna plummet. And that's the thing with Dubai specifically and the UAE is that whenever like one little hiccup happens or like a speed bump, they're like, oh my god, how are they gonna recover? They're never gonna, like the rains, the flood, oh my god, look at them, they can't. And it's like,
Next day, everything was all right.
yeah,
This country was built in 50 years. Like, for sure, they know what they're doing. I'm sure that leaders have the plan, no matter what will happen.
alhamdulillah, yeah.
Like, this is the pleasant thing that I'm experiencing in my life that I didn't even have in my own country. I feel I have safety, I have rights, and I can, like, just pursue my dream here because leaders thinking about everything else.
Yeah, it's proven.
And I'm just resident. I'm not even citizen.
Yeah,
So I'm
inshallah,
just,
one day, sister.
inshallah, passport for
Inshallah.
everyone.
Inshallah. No, relax. I'll give you what you give everyone with this.
Yeah. It's just a dream. It was a dream.
One day, you never know. Things might change, really. And I don't say this as a joke. Things might change. You know, we didn't know about the golden visa thing.
Yeah.
No one
true.
expected it,
True.
and then it happened. So who knows?
Yeah, I need to apply.
Maybe you have to support us during this time instead of going on Instagram, doing weird videos of, oh my God, it's bananas. I can't. You know?
So just spoiled people. They see problem everywhere. So
Yeah, but it filters them out, and then the good people stay, and that's why we want good people.
and
Alhamdulillah.
thank you so much for everyone who just stayed in this country and keeping peace and spreading this peace around, showing that you know, we have each other here at this moment, and
Yeah.
this is beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the community.
Thank you.
Is this the part where we say
Goodbye.
is this where we oh thank you Eva for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
so
love it
much
here.
for coming and sharing your story, and like openly and honestly.
No, this was nice. This was
Good
very
luck.
nice.
I actually have so many more questions.
Well,
but
why don't we ask it in
next
part two?
time. Yeah.
Why don't we leave a comment if you want a part two? Tell us what you liked, your favorite parts. And sorry we had to cut like 90, 100,000 minutes out of this podcast, but you can subscribe to our Patreon and you'll find some more content.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.